York's DreamWrights Center for Community Arts is tackling a deep subject, homophobia, but in doing so, it offers hope and healing. The play, now on stage, is The Laramie Project. It showcases what happened in a Wyoming town after the murder of a college student. To explain, I'm talking with actors Cole Reilly and Dianne Newman. Again, the play is about something that happened in Laramie. Tell me, what did happen?
Matthew Shepard was a young college student in 1998 and in Laramie, Wyoming, and was taken out by two men from a bar and beaten and left for dead, tied to a fence in Laramie. He was found 18 hours later and died about 5 days later after that. From that, the Tectonic Theater Company sent actors and playwrights, and they interviewed several people, and from that put a show together.
And so at least at the time when this happened in 1998, this was a big event in the news. Mm-hmm. So this was Sandy Hook before Sandy Hook, right? This was that sort of Columbine before Columbine. It was a major event, and we both were alive remembering following it in our 20s, what was going on. I'm about a year younger than Matthew, and I remember being a college student myself, following this really closely.
Tell me more about those interviews, because that's what plays into the way this play is. It's often called like verbatim theater or documentary theater. Will you explain for viewers what that means?
Verbatim and documentary theater are similar. Verbatim is word for word, and one of my characters is the judge. So my lines are literally word for word because they were taken from their public record. He plays Harry Woods and other characters, and his is a conversation interview with a specific person. So it could have been possibly edited for clarity or just shortened a little bit, but the words are very close to what was actually interviewed with real people in Laramie.
Yeah, so that nothing was embellished, but they might have cut and pasted like questions before things and put that together as more of a monologue. But they're all real words said from real people.
Mm-hmm. Sure, just to have it fit the format that you needed to fit. There are a lot of characters, not as many actors.
Yeah, we have 77 characters in this 49-scene show. It's usually done in 3 acts. We're going to break it into 2. And we have 22 actors. So if you divide 77 by 22, that's 3.5 characters per person on average. But I will say one of our actresses, she plays one character the entire time. She's a narrator that weaves through the entire thing. So, but I would say most of us are playing 3 to 4 different characters.
Mm-hmm. Really, what's at the essence? Is it showing? Excuse me. What's at the essence here? Is it showing like the aftermath of what happened or the healing that happened? Like, what ultimately did playwrights, find, and the interviewers, find?
Sure, I would say it's showing it all, the good, bad, and the ugly. It is interviewing real people. The Tectonic Theater Project from New York City, drove to Laramie, Wyoming, to collect this data soon after things had happened. And so they got on the scene as soon as they could. Much of it is sort of taking place early on during the trial and everything else. So throughout the story, Matthew does pass, but it follows them for about a year. And it reveals a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of things that the town is very on guard. Like, we don't want to be portrayed as horrible people. This horrible thing happened. Please don't let that define us. And they say things about like, we don't raise kids like that here. And another person says, well, obviously we do raise kids like that here. We raise, but it's less of a interrogation of Laramie specifically. This could be York. This could be Harrisburg. This could be a million places in the US. This is a close look at one small community. And it reveals a lot of growth in many of the characters from their early interviews to later. You see a range of growth and opinion that does happen there. You see some people who say some things that are ignorant, but that's there too. It isn't brushed up or cleaned up with all tidy endings. There's definitely untidiness intentionally.
Final question then: when will this be on stage, and how do we get tickets?
Okay. Yeah.
The show opens next Thursday, 7th.
I was gonna say it's the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th.
7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. And it's you can get tickets at DreamWrights.org. Mm-hmm. It is cheaper online than in person. And there will be refreshments available before and during the intermission. And the
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night performances are evening performances, and this Sunday is a matinee.
Good to talk with you. Thanks for sharing this with us.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Hope to see you there.